I'm standing up.
Thanks, Jerry. You guys tell us how. First mile was really steep, maybe like 20% grade, steep and rocky. Now it's flattening out. It's a little bit, like the trend is going uphill. It's a little bit more rolling, so pretty nice and runnable. At least we're being above 10,000 feet. Beautiful day. I don't think there's any avoiding it. Oh no.
No, maybe not getting further to this hotel. Ooh.
So I'm looking for today's camping spot, and I found this spot with great views, but pulled up, looked a little closer, and my friends are already here, and it is their home, but you know what? They're pretty cute, so they can have it. So if you didn't know, cows are extremely social animals. They form social bonds with just specific cows in their herd, and it's so easy to tell watching this time of year the babies and their moms, this special connection, truly love each other and look out for each other, although I'm sure the moms get annoyed from time to time. That happens, I think in all species maybe, and they can even form special bonds with humans. For example, there's Love and Arms Animal Sanctuary not too far from Boulder, and I know the cows really look forward to seeing some of the humans there. Yeah, so just another species, love their social bonds. Yeah, I think they're really underrated animals. They're actually really cool if you take the time to learn about them. And just like that, we are back to filming summer adventure videos. Man, things went so fast for the most part. And I just love this time of year, all the possibilities of what's to be, of adventures to come, of views to be seen. It's just like Christmas every single day, all summer long. If you don't already recognize the spot, I filmed here before, back in Salida, Colorado. Home away from home for right now anyway. What you saw earlier was me camping with Ray and Pacer last night, and then we went on a little venture to Grizzly Lake. And now I am here because Sage wanted to camp in Salida. He's feeling good enough to camp for at least one night. We're gonna try it out and then go, well, he's gonna go for a hike in the morning. Nowhere remote. It's gonna be a safe, not technical trail. So just know, like, he's feeling good enough to go for a hike, and we want him, it's so important he gets to enjoy this. This is what he loves to do, but we're gonna do it as safely as possible. So just know we are taking all the safety precautions we possibly can, while trying to make sure Sage can still enjoy one of his favorite times of the year as well. So I'm sure a lot of you have been following him after my last video. It's just, Sage was supposed to be the one I wasn't supposed to worry about, you know? And so he's good now. But I think that's why it kind of hit me hard. I don't know, I felt like I could count on him to like not have to worry about anything crazy happening. And it's obviously not putting any pressure on Sage to like stay healthy. That just, things happen. But May was crazy. Like, that unfortunately wasn't the only time where somebody I loved was really sick and in the hospital and could have possibly died. So I feel like May took its toll on me a little bit, and now's the time to step back, relax, take a breath of fresh air. And also did finish a huge project that Sage and I have been working on recently, and I loved that, but it was a lot of work, and now I'm really just happy to be in a place where we can put it out in the world and just nourish it. Now I'm realizing is the time to nourish things, including myself, and also relationships, and not to grow anymore. And I think it's really important to acknowledge, especially for someone like me, when it's time to nourish and not to grow. And that is definitely this moment. But if you're interested, up at higherrunning.com, Sage and I, we just launched our premium membership, and it will allow you access to all our training plans for a really low cost, and a bunch of other great resources that we'll be continually updating. Don't want to sound like an advertisement, so if that sounds cool to you, go ahead and check it out on our website. So in the comments from a previous video, somebody asked to see all mine and Sage's new camping gear after our stuff got stolen last year. Had to replace everything. So this tent you see is the North Face Eco Trail 3. It's supposed to be a 3-person tent. I would say 3 people would be a tight fit. And last year we had replaced a 2-person tent with a 3-person tent, and it was definitely more spacious than this tent for a 3-person tent. Yeah, it'd be cozy, but for 2 people, it's pretty good. 2 people and a dog would be really good too. Let's start with the pillow. This is just really one of REI's cheaper pillows. It's actually made by REI Co-op. Foldable pillow, so nice for traveling light. Now this sleeping bag is the Kelty Tuck, and you can see should go down to 0 degrees. So this sleeping bag was supposed to be also meant for backpacking. It just doesn't pack up small enough to be a backpacking sleeping bag, in my opinion, and I think a lot of the reviews did end up saying that as well. But with that said, this by far is the best sleeping bag I've ever had. It's really warm, it's comfy. The feet, or the bottom of the sleeping bag, it's not a true mummy bag, so room for my feet. I feel suffocated in mummy bags personally. And I can also like unzip the bottom, so if I want to spread out my feet I can. And it is really warm. This does what 2 sleeping bags used to do for me for warmth. So even though it doesn't pack up very small and I wouldn't use it for backpacking, for camping next to my car, it is perfect, and I'm really happy with the sleeping bag. And the sleeping pad is just REI's Trail Break. So this is supposed to be a self-inflate bag, so basically you just open up this, and it's supposed to inflate itself. Sometimes I will blow a little bit of air into it just to make it a little firmer, But besides that, as usual, I think REI co-op stuff is a really good deal. So if you're looking for like pretty good quality but to save a little bit money, I typically think REI co-op is often a good choice. And yeah, compared to other like sleeping pads I've had, I think it's a solid choice. So happy with the purchase and would buy it again. That's really it. Main things for sleeping. Yeah. Going on a very short hike on the CT with Sage. Brought us first aid kit. As I said, playing it safe.
In case I fall and get cut.
Which you're not going to. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine walking. Sharp things out here.
Just about to have an easy campsite dinner, just pasta, pretty simple. I think that's it for filming today. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is now Friday. We're about to break down the tent. Then we're gonna go run on the green, or is it the Greenway? Anyway, there's green in the title, the Green Trail. It's a trail that starts fairly low but goes all the way up to the Column Divide. I've done it once before, and it was from my memory, is fairly smooth for Colorado. We are on the Rocky Mountains. Gradual grade up to a certain point. I think I was getting close to tree line, and I had to stop because of snow. So we'll see how it is today. But I remember the trail being beautiful, super lush and green. So excited about that. But right now, before we do that, we need to break down the tent because after we run, I'm probably stopping down for a little bit, and then it's time to go back to Boulder. So hard to do that this time of year when I just want to stay up high. But time for another adventure. Let's go. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm wearing the Man Racer 2s. Just came out from Topo Athletic. You know I loved the Man Racers, the first ones. And when they told me they were making changes for the 2s, I was skeptical. They said they were making the upper a little bit more breathable, and it was gonna be a softer ride. And as you know, like I wear the Man Racers for races, for just a lot of runs in the mountains. They're my go-to shoe, and they changed them. But after testing out the 2s, the changes were all good. Even with a more breathable upper, it doesn't seem like too much dust is getting in my shoe, and the ride does feel nice. So, you know, I was skeptical, but well done, Topo Athletic. You did well with the changes. I don't know if you can see right now, but there's baby alpacas. Oh my God. Hi. Oh my God, they're cute. Oh, sweeties. I was close before. The Green Creek Trail. How's it going?
Good. 400 feet almost.
Are you jogging at all?
No, I was hiking.
Yeah. You got your hiking poles.
Yeah, it helps. All right, have a
What do you
good
think
run.
of the trail so
Nice.
far?
Good variety.
Yeah. What a beautiful day. You know, going back, talking about Sage, and feeling like he wasn't the person I was supposed to worry about. I I think lately I've had a lot of anxiety, just as what happened last year, and just some ongoing health issues with family members, and then Sage. A lot of anxiety about just feeling like I could lose everyone I love in the blink of an eye. But when I stop, take a moment to breathe and think about it, remember that all I can do is be here right this very moment and just make the best of this life I have and with the people I love, you know? And that's the beauty of the situation. It forces me to really think about those things and how I spend my time. And that's why this summer I need to take a step back from doing other stuff and just really spend it doing what I love and spending a lot of quality time with people. All right, time to get back to actually running. All right, I'm about 4 miles in. I think I'm supposed to go over there, but it's not obvious. There's no corner or anything, but let me take a step back. This way, went over that way, that's not right. So, gotta get my feet wet. Hopefully, making the right call here. Hold. Alright. Hello, no water. Alright, let's see. Is this why it's confusing? Because this is the trail? I think this is it. Cold feet. The first few seconds aren't bad, but then after like 20 seconds, the pain just hits you. Little adrenaline though, not a bad thing, but a little confusing, but obviously that was the right call. Well, about 5 miles in, hit snow. Judging by the footprints, or the lack of footprints, I don't think anyone else went past this, at least not for a while. I'd like to keep going a little bit further, but I don't know, I'm by myself. The snow, would rather not know how deep it is by falling in, so I think I'll turn around. Don't want to keep Sage waiting for too long anyway. And it was really a beautiful run up to this point, and this downhill should be super fast and fun. Well, it's a little rocky in places, but for this type of area, it's gonna be fast. Another day. One day I think I'll do this. I'll go to the top of the divide and maybe come down another way and do a big point-to-point run. Later day. On another note, been using Whoop, like it so far. I think it could be really good for ultra runners who tend not to know when to back off. So decided to partner with them. Nothing really official. They're not paying me to say anything good, so don't worry about that. Would never really want to do that. But yeah, I have been enjoying it. So I do have a $30 off code for you, and I will put that in the description below. Nice and toasty out, but made it back to the trailhead. Time to refuel, rehydrate, and then head back to Boulder. As always, thank you for joining me on this adventure. Many more to come this summer, but until then, keep on running wild.